Solar Sentry is made for the PV solar security, which means the product is checking continuously the strings of the PV solar system. We can find the MC4 connector on the panel. In this case, the installation is very easy because from the PV solar system, from the panels, the strings which are going to the inverter, we need to put this device between the inverter and the solar panels. On the box we can see that there is the inverter part and there is the PV part. There is also the second string from the inverter and this is from the solar part. Let's check how this looks like from inside. This box is an IP65 box, which means that you can use it absolutely outside without any problem. And the only important thing is that you need to connect the strings to the device. In the module, you can see that there is the GSM module for the communication, and from the other side there is the panel for the solar security, solar strings. The system is working that we have two strings which are coming into the box. That is giving the power to the product. In this case, the product is working with a battery. You can put the battery to the connector, and in this case the solar panel will charge the battery, and you will get always the information about the system if there is any problem. The main information is if the strings are working continuously or there is any problem. That means we have two relay output. In these two relays we are getting the information if there is an alarm. Alarm can be that somebody is cutting or destroying the strings. In this case, the strings is broken. This is checking two different strings. That means we have relay 1 and relay 2 for the alarm. We have other three outputs, which is open collector output from the board. The first is the status. That means if the panel is working well, then this output is closed. If something is broken, if there is any problem, that is opening. That means if you have any alarm panel or GSM communicator, then you need to check if it's open, then is the alarm. The second output is the battery or the power output. What does it mean? The battery output means that if the battery has any problem, then it can give the signal to the output. The second one, if in the last 48 hours we are not getting any power from the strings, then there is an alarm message to the output. In this case, you can check if there is any problem with the panels, or is with the snow, or somebody is destroyed, or any failure is there. But the most important thing is that there is no power is coming in the strings. The third output is the tamper output, which means we have also a tamper input. In the tamper input you can put the magnetic contact, you can make a loop, you can use any other devices, a motion detector or the sensor, whatever you want, because in this case this information is coming from the tamper, and this signal is going out to the tamper output. If you are using the GSM module, then you have 5 inputs. 2 inputs is for the string 1 and the string 2. The third input is for the status output of the board. The fourth input is about the battery or the power, main power problem. Not main power, if the power is from 84 hours missing, then you are getting the information. And the last one is the tamper output, which is giving the information to the input. With the GSM module, you can send the SMS up to 8 phone numbers. You can send a voice message also up to 8 phone numbers. You can divide all the information in different messages, so you don't make different information. The solar one is a problem arming or tamper or status. You will get the information which is contains all the most important information for you to know what's happening with the board. In this case, you can choose what is the reaction. You have to go immediately there, or you have to time to check it in the next days because it's not so important. Also with the GSM module, you can send the contact ID to the monitoring station. We can send the Enigma or the CLIP communication. That means it's a full alarm panel inside, which is sending the information to the monitoring station. That means you can monitoring it if you want. If one battery is not enough, with one battery you can use the device up to 4-6 days, and if you want to make more, then you can use another battery also. That means it will be 8-12 days. That means if there is no sun, because the sun is charging the batteries. That means you will never have problem, because with these two batteries you can continuously use the devices. Which is other important thing is that the GSM module is using also the same batteries. So the solar panel is charging the battery, and the battery is giving the power to the GSM module. That means you don't need external power source. But if you want, there is a possibility to connect it, and you can use it also. In the GSM module, you have also the possibility for 16,000 event list. You can send also the live signal to the monitoring station, to the SMS, to the voice message. And you can also use it like the alarm panel. You can disarm it, but there's another manual about this. And you can check it how it's working, but of course we are helping and everything. You can program it with a PC, so it's very easy to use it. The Solar Sentry is a very simple product. On each strings it is getting 500 volts. The maximum volts of a panel is about 40 volts. That means, but you have to check it, of course, from the panels, how much is the highest voltage that it can give, and you have to calculate that the incoming power on one string, it can be maximum 500 volt. And with this 500 volt, we can check it if it's missing or if it's working fine. The other important thing is also that the system is checking the lines during the day and the night also. In the daytime, we are checking if the power is coming or if everything is working. Our system is turning on much quicker than the inverter, so you will get all the information immediately. In the night, we are checking also that the strings are working well. So if somebody wants to steal the panels in the night or destroying or making any failure for the system, then we can check it and we can send immediately the information to the monitoring station, to the end user, to the service who is checking the solar panels and whatever. If you have any question, then please let us know. Thank you.